Hey, welcome back to my channel, The Simple Happy Life. I'm Sabrina and I have missed sharing here. I recently started sharing again over on Instagram, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of your emails and DMs, checking in on us and seeing what was going on with us. I really appreciate them, felt loved. And I'll share in another video more why I've had to take a break. But in this video, I wanted to share our homeschool space. And I feel like it's a good one to come back with because it's a part of the Homeschool Mama collaboration that's hosted by Jessica from the Waldock Way and Abby from Rooted in Rest. And this month, the moms are sharing their homeschool spaces, or homeschool parents are sharing their homeschool spaces and what that looks like for them. So that's what I'm going to share in this video. The first part of this video, I will talk quickly about why we moved our homeschool space around. And some of you that follow me over on Instagram have noticed too, you're in a different spot. We are, and so I'm gonna share that with you in this video. If you wanna hear why we made the changes, keep watching this portion. If you just wanna see the space, I'll put the timestamp in the description below, as well as a link to the playlist with other families sharing their learning spaces as well. So why do we move our space around again? Sabrina, you seem like you're moving your space around a lot, like all the time. And I do. I feel like it helps change up energies and things in our home, and keeps things from getting stale. And we're here a lot, so it keeps it from being boring as well. We change up our environment. But the reason that we moved, we're actually downstairs now. The reason that we moved our homeschool room downstairs is a couple of reasons. One, like I said, to move energy around, but I think that you should change up your space as your family changes. And my boys are getting older, and they are now 9 and 11 at the end of last year, and they don't really play with toys, as many toys as they used to. We let go of a lot of toys. We held on to the Legos, the Dart Blasters, the Beyblades, RC cars, and board games, and video games. But outside of that, they don't really play with a lot of toys. So there was no need to hold this space as the playroom anymore. And they're getting older and they wanted their own rooms, and we have the space to do that. So we felt like that was a good move. And my husband also makes music, and he wanted to get a new desk. He's been wanting this desk for years and years and years. And so we just thought that was a good time to do that. And so because his desk is so big, he has so much equipment, we moved him into our old homeschool room, because it's one of the bigger rooms in our house outside of the master bedroom that has a door. So yeah, that's what we did. And it's been good. Some good things have been happening for him and his music. He recently got a placement on the Book of Power. What is it called? Power. The show that 50 Cent is the executive producer of, I believe. I could be jacking that all up. But anyway, it was very cool that he got a placement there and just pouring into his music. And I just want to support him in that. We all wanted to. So he took over the old schoolroom. So now we're downstairs. And that's why I feel like I said, it's important to change up things as your family grows and changes. So we're down here now, and it's actually flowed really well for us to be able to go into the kitchen and the living room and pop on the couch by the fireplace to read, and have the dining room table, which is much bigger than our schoolroom table, and then this space to kind of sprawl out and read and hold all of our homeschool stuff. So let's get into that portion of this video, because I want to keep it short. I know your time is important. So yeah, let me show you around what we got going on. Okay, so this is what you see when you walk into our homeschool space. And I didn't think that I would like that, but I do. Here are our little guinea pigs in the cage that needs to be cleaned out, but there they are if you want to say hi. Oh, don't run. But over here we have our dining room, and this table is really nice and big to work on, so we've enjoyed that. We have our keyboard here and our songbooks underneath, and then we have our cart here, and the cart is the same if you've seen this on Instagram or seen my previous cart video, which I will link. It's organized the same way. We've been able to maintain that, and it works for us. So that lives back here. And then I have this ottoman that I've had since grad school, but it stores some of our art supplies. On top I have this tray, and it's got our book holders. I don't know why that was escaping me. It's like a cookbook holder, but we use it for like copy work. And then here we have our traveler's notebooks, which we like to use for like nature studies when we kind of go in and out of them, but they are really nice to have for sketchbooks for that. And then in here, I've got some of our like art mats and papers and different types of papers and all that good stuff in here. So it fits really nicely, easy to get to, easy to take out and put away. And then I have some poster boards back here living behind it, so we can just pull these out and put them on the table as we work. I don't really want to have them all over the walls just because this is, you know, such a main space in our home. But I do have maps on the wall, so we can use those for geography and history. And then let's see, back over here, we have our independent work boxes, and they are just living under the chairs here. I do have a video on these. Different workbooks are in these boxes, but they function the same. They're easy for the kids to put their independent work away. And if we have to take them on the go or they go to my mom's, easy to pick up and take with us. And we're not having to pull out certain things because, you know, it's a certain day where we do a certain workbook and then things get lost. So that is still very beneficial and a system we're still using. Now, y'all, I'm out of breath. On this table, we have some different coloring utensils, and then we have our candles. We don't light them as much. We diffuse our oils more now. There's actually some sweet orange going down. It smells really good. But we do have some. I just haven't been buying more, so we'll use these up. And then I've got coasters in here too, because we drink our tea in our water bottles, and helps, you know, our work not get wet. So this is kind of like a art station. This is one of the desks that we had upstairs. Cameron has the other desk in his room. And this caddy, which is from Hobby Lobby. I get asked about this all the time. This is from Hobby Lobby. I think it's actually a shelf that's supposed to be mounted on the wall, but we use it like this. So I've just got some supplies up here, a lamp up here. We leave this light on for the guinea pigs at night. We have a camera, and then just some water bottles. Some glass containers for water. Cameron loves these crayons, so they just live right here. I don't know how this got pushed back, but I'll set them up there so they don't fall. And then we've got like our color pencils and watercolor pencils and stuff like that in here. So that is been working for us for the last, I don't know, year or more now. And then I have this basket with our boards in it and our table easels. I've got some sketchbooks stored here. And then here has like some really random art supplies, but they're easy to get to and put away. These are things that the boys will do or I'll pull out while I am doing a lot of reading aloud. And so just little stuff for crafts. So that is our, like I said, our little art station. So we've got the desk and then a lot of the things that are stored in that ottoman there. And under here are their science notebooks. Those got their science worksheets and their experiment books from Bookshark, because that's what we're doing for science still. Now, over here, before I trip over this ottoman that I plan to recover and fix because the boys broke the legs off of, but they love to plop here and play games and read. So it is what it is, and it is definitely used in this space. Bookshelf. So this bookshelf holds all of our homeschool supplies. I let go of a lot of things that weren't serving us anymore, things I didn't want to keep up with. The only thing that is still upstairs are, I guess, archived work, you would say. They're old stuff. So we're 4 years in. And so that is upstairs in the home office, which is my husband's office. So this top row here have manipulatives, math manipulatives, language arts, some of our science stuff, rocks, some more math stuff, and some more math manipulatives. All of up here, easy to get to, easy to put away. Now on this next row, I have books that I reach for at least once a week or every other week, a couple times a month. So the cart is for every day, and that lives over there. And then this is I come, every once in a while. So these are like our holiday books. These are our math and language arts books that I will pull in for a lesson. And if it's something we're going to be working on for the week, I'll go ahead and pull that book out and put it on the cart. Again, these are like some of our Bible books and mindfulness books. So I will put those in our morning basket, which I'll show in a second. These are some of our money books and things that we're currently using for money and finance study, Spanish, poetry, art. And then this is our morning basket. So I'll just pull this out and take it by the fireplaces, which is where we usually do our daily digs. So it's got Bibles and some like affirmation cards and meditation cards and the poem book that we are going through. The kids love this. They liked it last year, so we're just doing it again this year. I guess I should show you instead of but it's so popular, I feel like you probably didn't even have to look at it all the way to know what it is. So that is one that we really love. It's absolutely beautiful. So this next section, I'll move down here, and I haven't labeled since we moved down here. I haven't labeled the shelves. I will, but we know where things go. So over here, let me move this chair. So over here, I have got things like flashcards and these pen power cards that my guys really like. They have fun with that little pen. It makes all kind of noises when you get things correct and incorrect, and they have fun with that. And then these are little wheels from the Dollar Tree that we pull out to go with lessons. And here I have a video on these. These are from Lakeshore. These are language arts, kind of like flashcards, matching cards, and they really like these. So I will pull these out for independent work for them. And I'll link that video if you're interested to see what those are. These are social studies games and science activities in this one. I don't know if you can see that without pulling it down, but it's got folder games and they've got all the pieces in here. So I didn't have to cut out anything. And we just rotate through it. And Cameron really likes that. My third grader, he really likes these. The kids are playing upstairs, so you might hear them. I've also got puzzles in this one. And so these are some of our world puzzles. I've got some other maps in here, and like this is a felt map of the United States from Target. I've got one of the world, and got this wooden puzzle of the United States. So that's all what lives in that container. Down here, I've got games. So these are the math games that we held on to, things that we play and like, and that address skills that we're working on right now. These are our language arts games. Very silly sentences. It's pretty young for my kids, but they love it. So we held on to that. Some science games, and then their bug catcher, because it probably should not be in here, but they know where to get it and where to put it back. So it has just stayed in there. In here we have some like geography and history games. So I think I'm just going to stay on this shelf here. I've got curriculum that I want to hold on to and go back to and pull from, workbooks and things. Same. This one just has more like history stuff, language arts stuff, and this one has more math and science curriculum, things that I want to pull from or that we will use later. And then honestly, this is kind of a junk one. And not junk, but like workbooks that we're not using, but like I wanted to pull some things from. Wasn't quite sure what to do with, wasn't ready to let go. So I do have a bin like that here. And then this has felt. I was going to put it over with our art shelf, but I didn't have enough room, so it just is over here. Little balls and things like that. So back to this shelf. I have This bin just has some of the little containers that I like to use with manipulatives. And yeah, that's all that's in there. Well, I'll reach for those as I need them. Then I have the books in here that we are using from the Heritage Mom blog for our colonial period of Black history. And then in here are books from Bookshark that we're using for language arts, readers, our history, and science. This is empty. I like to put library books in here that I used to go with the lesson that aren't from these two. So it is empty now. Down here, we reach for these books pretty much every day, and that's like our dictionary and thesaurus and reference books. Here I have my big Bookshark binder, our science supplies, and their history lab books. And I have a video on how I organized these bins and separated them out. I will link that if you're interested. Our Right Start Math manipulatives. And then some other math manipulatives that we come and grab. So that's what lives in there. And then just dropping down here, I'll go back. Don't get dizzy on me. Science stuff. Random science stuff. Yeast and dish soap. Random things that I don't really want to go in the kitchen and medicine cabinets to get when it's time to do experiments. So they live here. Super random things that you just need for science experiments sometimes. More random things and beakers and goggles and things like that, measuring cups. And then this one has some random like things that we might use for science experiments, or they might want to craft something out of along with the felt. So that's what lives in here. And guys, we've done that shelf. Thanks for staying with me this long if you have. So a few more things and then I'm wrapping this up. So we have this, what was a TV stand in here, holding our globe, our holiday countdown, our letters from afar, our like cursive letters. Can you see that? Yep. So, and this is like the little mat that they use with it. And then in here, I have their independent kind of work trays. We haven't really been using these since we moved down here, but I do want to go back to it, and I wanted to give it a space because I know that I want to go back to it. So things that are in here right now are some of the cards I showed you that were on the shelf, and I rotate those out, whatever, to kind of complement whatever we're working on in our lessons. And then I might put like little notes in here or sentences I want them to work on, things like that. Flashcards or different things that we put in here, spelling words. Same thing for my youngest, Cameron. He has a tray and this like sentence board that I will reach for this, but I like to have this ready because I do want to get back to it. So definitely, you know, even if you're not doing something in the moment, if you have space to make room for it, then do that. So in the camera, you see so many things. So that's what lives there. We have our instruments here, and then over here is our bookshelf. Now, we let go of a lot of books that we weren't in love with or that we only read like one time. So things that we go back to, things that we reference is what I held on to. And the bigger books that won't fit on the shelf live in this basket. And so this has worked really well. I don't feel overwhelmed by all the books. I know, who am I saying this? But it has been really, it has felt really nice. Now, my boys do have bookshelves in their rooms. So most of our chapter books are divided up in their rooms. And my third grader does have picture books in his room as well, but they're more like Spider-Man type books, you know? So that's what we got going on with the books right now. And that's been working really well for us. And that's it. I tried to keep this short, but I think I went longer than I wanted to, but hopefully it was helpful. And that's our space. It has been working for us so well. Things are easy to take out. Things are easy to put away. And that's what's important to me in any room in our home, which makes it easy to maintain. I think a lot of people think that homeschool and messy home are synonymous, and they don't have to be. There are definitely seasons in our life where our homes are messier than others. Give yourself grace on that. But I do think that we can maintain our homes by keeping things simple. And I hope that this video was helpful in showing you how we keep things simple here so that we can maintain our home, especially by this being like the first space you see when you walk in our home. So again, I hope this video was helpful. If you found it so, let me know in the comments. Consider subscribing if you're not already. Like this video, and again, check out the playlist with other homeschool families as they are sharing their learning spaces, and maybe you can get some encouragement and tips from them as well. And I will be back with another video soon. All right, guys. Bye.